What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another set of games with the capture card. Today we're going up against Rose VGC, a player from Florida who's pretty well known. He actually hit me up after this game. Really cool guy. I'll leave a link to his content in the description of this video. We're going to start things off with Sableye, Gardevoir, Talonflame, and Gastrodon versus Salamence, Sylveon, Cresselia, and Aegislash. My team is pretty terrible against Aegislash, so this is pretty much just going to be me fighting an uphill battle against a Pokemon that's great against all four of mine. I mean, you could say Talonflame potentially has a KO move on it, but a Choice Band Talonflame that's like a heavily defensive invested one like mine, who has a bunch in HP, a bunch in defense, it's really hard for him to just take time out of his busy schedule to go after an Aegislash. So, like I said, four of my Pokemon aren't very good against it, but I'm going to do my best. We're going to start things off and get right into it against Rose VGC. So, like we saw in the little preview right there, I have a Gardevoir and Sableye versus Salamence and Sylveon. So, hopefully I trace that Intimidate. I mean, if I trace Pixelate, and I could Mega Evolve with Mega Sableye, that'd be really cool. I've actually done that at a couple events this year back when I used to run Mega Sableye, but that's not what happened in this game. We're going to see my opponent waste an Intimidate. We're going to trace that Intimidate, show him what it's really like, and getting a trace Intimidate onto a Salamence that is potentially physical is really good in this matchup, and it's going to give me a lot more freedom than I would already have. So we're going to force Salamence out. Intimidated Salamence can't really do anything to Gardevoir. It's going to go into Aegislash, which is definitely what I expected this turn. And in expecting that, we're going to go Mega, gain that Pixelate ability, and just play a very defensive turn 1 and get a lot of free damage off. We're going to go for Fake Out on the Sylveon. Can't eat a Hyper Voice with Sableye this early in the game, and we're going to reply with a Hyper Voice of our own, chunking the Aegislash, scouting for leftovers, and since we're pretty much not really going to see leftovers this turn, that pretty much means it's running a Weakness Policy or a Life Orb. So to potentially scout this damage, we're going to go for Protect with Gardevoir, and we see a Wide Guard. Wide Guard is a standard move on Aegislash, but he's just trying to preserve what's left of his Sylveon, which is a very smart move. In doing so, I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, more like it, right? I mean, I can't believe I just said that. And you go Will-O-Wisp on Aegislash, and we're going to fodder Sableye just to get a burn on Aegislash. I completely foddered Sableye. It's not like I got outplayed there. I just have to put this Aegislash on a timer. If Aegislash goes down, I have a shot at winning the game. So now Talonflame is going to come out. This guy knows nothing about my Talonflame set, but it's pretty much just Talonflame. I can KO Sylveon, I can chunk that Aegislash. We're going to see Aegislash go for a King Shield this turn, not wanting to eat any of those Brave Birds or Flare Blitzes. I'm going to lock myself into Brave Bird, and I think, yeah, I'm targeting that Sylveon slot. I would love to take that thing out and protect my Gastrodon from a potential Hyper Voice. So pretty good stuff for me. I've taken out another Pokemon, and I've got a free switch off into my Gastrodon, which is exactly what I want to see. So my opponent, after taking that burn damage, is going to send his Salamence back out. Getting an Intimidate on a Pokemon like Talonflame with Salamence is pretty good. It pretty much seals up the coffin on Talonflame sweeping anybody. So we're going to see Aegislash finally withdraw. Not really want to fight any of these Pokemon at that low HP, already being burned. Going into Cresselia this turn. So Salamence, Cresselia, really strong against these two Pokemon that I have on the board. Potential for Cresselia to set up, and Salamence can just sweep both of these guys. So we're going to see Salamence finally go Mega, gaining that Aerial Aid ability, and he's just going to pop a Protect this turn. Doesn't want to eat any Ice Beams, doesn't want to get nuked by my Pokemon. Definitely a smart play. I'm actually going to go for a Protect. I thought he was going to nuke my Gastrodon with like a double-edged Shadow Ball, and I didn't want to deal with that. So we actually see Talonflame get free damage onto this Cresselia slot. I was planning to attack the Aegislash, and then the recoil from Burn would potentially make it tick down. So that was my plan. Fortunately, I still got free damage off on Cresselia, but this turn we're going to see a crazy move from Salamence. We're going to see Cresselia go for the Helping Hand. That is quite a bit of damage, and Talonflame's just going to fire Brave Bird off there, hoping that Salamence, once it double edges my Gastrodon, which is what I'm hoping he targets, which he does, hoping the recoil would make him take a huge chunk, which actually happens, but can you believe that my Gastrodon actually lived that? That was a Helping Hand boosted, double edge boosted by Aerial Aid and Stab. Gastrodon's actually going to live. Like, I was assuming Gastrodon would die. It's actually funny, the reason why I lived. I was talking to this guy after the game on Twitter, and he actually isn't running like an Adamant Salamence. I think it's a mixed sweeper Salamence, and I think that's the reason why it lived. But Gastrodon lives, and that is ridiculous. Now we're gonna start trying to chunk this Aegislash down with Brave Birds, while the Cresselia is gonna start slamming some Psychics in on me. I mean, it's still crazy to see, that Gastrodon lived. I mean, we're going to see Talonflame go down to a crit Psychic. Not that important at this point in the game anymore, and Gastrodon's going to get to pop a Recover. We're just trying to wait out this Aegislash. Remember, I have my Gardevoir in the back. I just need to wait Aegislash out. Gardevoir can check Cresselia whenever it wants, and I should feel pretty safe from there. So Aegislash is going to go into that Blade form, popping off a huge Shadow Ball onto my Gastrodon. Good thing I recovered that turn. I mean, I probably could have just scalded it, but I wanted to go for the Recover. I thought it would actually go for a different play like King Shield. So Gardevoir is going to come in here. Now this Aegislash is quite low, so what it's going to do is it's going to go for a Wide Guard here, and I'm completely fine with him Wide Guarding. I'm going to be going for these Hyper Voices, but Cresselia, I think it would have already started Calm Minding by now. It doesn't really have any KO moves, or sorry, any setup moves to speak of. It's just stuck going for these Psychics, which are very strong, and I actually don't know like why they're so strong. Is that a Specs Cresselia? That would be the coolest thing in the world, wouldn't it? But Aegislash is ticking down. It looks like it's left at 1 HP, and this is where he just runs. I got him to a point where I was just going to spam Hyper Voice, and then I was going to get Cresselia one-on-one with Gardevoir. I was going to taunt that thing, and it was going to be game. So, pretty good game against Rose VGC. Like I said, I will link his content below. Pretty good player. I mean, great team. It was just unfortunate that these Salamence actually went down to the... it was unfortunate that he didn't KO my Gastrodon. It looked like next turn I was just going to go for a Brave Bird on it. I mean, he could have set up Protects and a bunch of other stuff, but I'm very fortunate to have a Gastrodon that lived at 22 HP. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.